Okay. Looks like are we live? Showing. Hopefully we're live. It's saying I didn't notice it when it said we went live, and been kind of rushing getting up to this. Yeah, it says live. I got one person watching already. Very good. Very good. Greetings for everybody that's all our Ancient Oaks residents and friends, and because this goes into the entirety of Facebook, so it's probably friends of friends and friends of friends. So um, many people will see it, and our update, weekly update, podcast, whatever you want to call it, that I try informing the folks here in Ancient Oaks what's going on and what's happening. And yeah, excuse me, it's been kind of busy. As everyone should know by now, we weren't in the direct path of Hurricane Ian, but we were off to the side. Um, I'll start with the fact that pretty much in the park, not much damage. A lot of places, absolutely no damage at all, and but there are a lot of places that have a little bit of damage. You got one or two things loose. We have probably 5 or 6 carports that are a couple are down, going down, and then there may be some others that you'll have to attend to before the next storm because it showed that their attachment points have either rusted out or not working anymore. And so we will be contacting everybody that we can. If we find damage, we will make sure you're contacted. Got quite a few people on here. I'm not okay. I see Sandy Sargent has commented so far. I'll throw a picture up. I'm not going to put on here pictures of other residents' places. I'm going to add this to the stream. This is what a picture of our shuffleboard and of the Ancient Oaks buildings that are owned, what we call common elements. We pretty much are unscathed. Just a couple. And this is the one thing: we lost some panels on the shuffleboard, and we'll be contacting the insurance company on that. Um, but the residents, I'm not going to put the pictures up here just for the fact of privacy concerns or whatever. I don't have the permission to do it, so we won't do that yet. Uh, got Sandy Sargent, hi Sandy and Janice, and while Sandy's on here, I noticed yesterday the camaraderie of the park, and especially I want to say a big shout out to Gary Sargent. He was going around, and I saw him fixing a couple places and touching, a lot of underpinning just needs to be put back in place. And I saw him doing that, so shout out to him. I want to thank and give a shout out to our workers. Um, they spent all day yesterday either cleaning up, putting stuff back, trying to put what we can back together. Again, doing that again today. They will be coming in tomorrow. Also, we have some trees down, and I think we have about 4 or 5 trees down, and we'll be getting them back up. Chris spent the morning getting the pool back in shape so that the pool's open. Oh, I don't have the picture on here. We did lose one panel of the screen for the pool, and so I'll be contacting somebody to come put the screening on that. But our pool enclosure pretty much made it okay, but we did have some leaves and stuff that did get blown in, and we will get that taken care of. But he was cleaning up the pool, making sure that that's back to being able to be enjoyed. So there we go. Hi Sig, hi Kim, and Vivian, and now I'm trying to remember. I think I talked to Vivian this week. There's Carolyn, who used to live in here. Now she's up. Uh, if I'm nope, that's a different Carolyn that I'm thinking about. Never mind. Carolyn Brinson probably still lives in here. I was saying Carolyn Huffman. I don't want it. I shouldn't jump too quickly on trying to say stuff. It's been a little busy. I've been here every day. trying to take care of stuff. We didn't get their phone electricity back. And why I'm on the no, start on electricity. Let me take this picture off. Okay, I think everybody's seen it. This is, like I said, the shuffleboard damage. All right. Um, on the damage, we're talking about power. I didn't put it up on here. I did post it on all the Facebook pages that were Ancient Oaks about because apparently FPL might have tried to put in the power on for the entire park yesterday. They did it in sections, and we got a section that does not have power. It's mainly like block 27, 28, and 29, and maybe, and then on 21 and 22, there's a lot of people without power. Um, I put the report and outage landing page for FP&L. If you got the means to go there and report that outage, maybe the more people report it, even though their smart meters should tell them to report it, maybe we'll get a little bit more action for them to come out here and get us higher on the list because our lift station is running on generator, uh, and should last a long time. If we shouldn't run out of propane on that, but if something, you know, uh, happens there, that generator, if the lift station goes down, I have to shut the water off because then otherwise the lift station will be inundated with uh, raw sewage and it would fill up, and we can't let it spill into the have a spill. And the Department of Energy, no, Department of Environmental Protection would come down really hard on us. So we got to have that lift station going. So yes, we've contacted FP&L and doing whatever we can to try getting them out here and keep that thing running. Okay, let's see some. Is there any other comments? Move my camera a little bit so I can see the comments easier. I guess I'd help if I go at full screen. Like I said, I've been busy calling people. So see, that's the power. Without power, report that. If you can't report it, come up to the office. I'll pull up the page and I'll report it with you. Or you can call me. But that's one thing. Talking about updating things. Update your phone numbers with FP&L. For the power outage, they it's tied to your phone number to do it. And if your phone number isn't on record with the power cut FP&L, then I couldn't report it. Um, Also, for our system, our top system, if you've changed phone numbers, yesterday I was trying to find somebody that had a problem, and I probably spent just about as much time trying to find their phone number because they had changed phone numbers and finding it online and white pages or whatever. I did get a hold of them, but that's time that we don't need to spend that way. So always make sure your contact information is up to date with the Ancient Oaks, with us at Ancient Oaks, and with the what we call our top systems. And wish there's a way we can combine our tops with the dial my calls and the website access, but it is what it is. There's three different systems that we need numbers there. Okay, Killer Brinston, Thomas Martin, good morning. Cheryl Riley, okay, thank you. Uh, Ernst, thank you. Good morning to you too. Bob, Barb, excuse me. Jeski, sorry for mispronouncing your name. Jeanette, hi, good morning, Don, Ed and Linda Rafferty, Nancy Ledoux Reynolds. Um, Maybe on the damage, I don't know if I said we had the carport. We had three residences that have significant damage, about five or six carports, and a lot of little damage as far as shed doors or underpinning. If it's still there by your unit and we can put it back on, we'll try to do that, or be underneath. And I'm gonna have to decline this call. I'll talk to them later. is one of the folks that I was trying to had to get a hold of. Um, so we'll do what we can, but as far as damage on that, but a lot of people will probably have to check out their units. There's even one fifth wheel. I got to try getting a hold of them because they might not have had their ceiling vent, their your little pop up ceiling vent that you have on those, and it wasn't tight, and it looks like the wind sucked it up, and so it's standing just about straight up or as open as it can be, rather than closed. So, but we'll be doing our best to contact people, uh, and those that are in the park that are contacting people. If you would go ahead and give us a list of who you've contacted about their units, so we don't double our work. So there's no sense us calling them after you've called them, and would appreciate that. So if you've helped somebody else out and they got damage and you've already contacted them, let's try to coordinate our efforts so that we don't, like I said, double up. You've already called them, and then I spend time trying to get a hold of them too. Okay, power outage. Those that without power, a group of people has gotten together, and those that don't have power can come to the clubhouse today, and they're going to provide a free dinner. Um, where it'll be, let's see, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese baked beans, and that'll be. And it says 4 p.m. there. That's incorrect now. They changed it to 3 o'clock to not overlap with the bingo. Bingo will be going on tonight as usual. We're going to leave the hurricane shutters up for this week on the clubhouse. Uh, Depending on the next forecast, I don't think that I haven't even looked to see if there's another hurricane out there, but uh, depending on the forecast, we just may leave them up for the time being. But other than that, I'm going to take them off the office so we can see out a little bit easier in that. Okay, the dinner tonight or this afternoon for those without power. It's a free dinner, and that's just it's the free dinner part is limited to those people that don't have power in the park. And once again, if you don't have power, uh, get it reported. If you can't get it reported, call me or come to the office. We'll get it reported for you, and hopefully, all those reports will ding their system that they need to come out here and get that done. Okay, and update the phone numbers on the systems. I got that. Let me check that off so I don't forget that. Update the phone numbers and emails uh, so we can get a hold of you when we need to. Uh, Jenny Larkin did call in, and if it's an emergency, this is an emergency number for power. We don't want to overuse it if it's not an emergency. I know, especially we have people, uh, the refrigerators now it's on the third day or whatever, don't want to lose food. Um, we are going to take our generator around, but it'll a couple hours at your place providing electricity, but that only means a certain amount will get it. So uh, I guess if there's other folks that do have generators, and if you want to go around and check those places on blocks 27, 28, 29, 21, and 22, if you're willing to loan your generator then for power the refrigerator, that would be appreciated. Um, just we need to all band together to do what we can to help others out. So, and I guess a good place to at 3 o'clock today, those that are coming for the free dinner, that would be a good place to uh, network and see who needs what there on that. Okay, and now speaking of dinners, I'll bring up this one. We're looking at next week, October 6th. They're going to have the Brunswick stew with cornbread muffins. And so, let's see, 11:30 to 12:30. That's $6. Let's see, classic Southern dish: tomato-based stew, pulled pork, shredded chicken, lima beans, corn, potatoes, and other items make a real fall treat. And I'll see if if I can find myself a gluten-free cornbread muffin mix. We'll see if that happens. Okay, and then here you got the other meals. I'm pretty sure this is posted on the social committee's page, and you can find out more information there on the Ancient Oak Social Committee Facebook page. Um, and of course, those folks that if it's announcements for the whole park, definitely feel free to post on the Ancient Oaks, the main Facebook page, so that people get their information out and share it to there. Okay, some more comments. Thanks for your help. Lafferty's okay. And I guess my wife has already mentioned to me that I do have a cornbread mix, so I'll be bringing some gluten-free corn mix. Now, today, uh, Denise, I thought that it was changed to 3 o'clock because of not wanting to interfere with the bingo that starts. So let's make sure we are coordinated on that. That's what I was told. So, okay, the dinner. Oh, well, I'm getting corrected. The dinner is free for everyone. All right, for everyone. Today at 3 for free. Just kind of get down here and quickly about the 3 or 4 o'clock time. Make sure we got the set time on that. But like I said, I heard it was moved up to 3 o'clock to not interfere with the bit. It could be cleaned up before bingo started. All righty. I started to mention that about the report of the power, the emergency line for the power, and I didn't get a chance to make a graphic on this. If you need it, call us here at the office and we'll relay it also. I'll make sure Tammy has it. But it's 801 401 6199. The emergency line for power. So I mean, that's people with oxygen generators and that kind of stuff. It's 801 401 6199. Okay. Uh, the only other thing that I had gotten a chance to write down, because like I said, been calling people and getting notice of people uh, in here taking care of stuff. It's like, as you can imagine, it's busy. Uh, and like I said, we appreciate everybody helping out and just getting getting things done, pulling together. Our prayers, and please send up prayers for those folks over there on the west side of the state that in the Fort Myers area. I mean, that's mainly where we're getting pictures from. That whole area is just wiped out from that surge, the wind and the surge. Uh, Lots of prayers for them. We got off pretty lucky over here uh, that it didn't totally just come over us. And not hearing about the center of the state, but if I remember correctly, the eye passed right over Arcadia, and haven't seen any. Of course, I don't have power at my house either. I'm on a leg that only has about 4 or 5 people, and okay, make sure there's confusion. Terry did say it for those without power, but yet we're all saying the dinner is free for everyone. So I don't know exactly what to tell you there. But Denise has been, I think she's doing part of the, definitely involved in it and maybe providing the food. I don't know exactly who's providing the food, but it's being provided. So hopefully, uh, have enough for those that come. And I think on that note said if you can bring something uh, to the meal, if you have power and can bring something, that'd be appreciated. Um, this is the first time that the park has not had the entire park come back together on with the power. So I'm not sure exactly what happened because it did come in phases. It didn't all come on at once. I'm definitely glad though, especially for the water and sewer and getting told again, yes, free for everyone, free for everyone. So yes, and if you can bring a covered dish, do so. Um, if you have meals and can share, appreciate that. One other item, I hate to bring it up, but October 1st, the next quarterly payment is due for the maintenance fees on that. Okay, I think I've gotten through everything and what we need to get out here. The Chris and the guys, Francisco, Pedro, Carmen, and Adam are doing a fantastic job. Unfortunately, Juan had some type of family medical or some family emergency, and he ended up having to take off, and he's not been here. But if he was in town, he'd definitely be helping. And of course, our gals taking care of stuff, especially Tammy, taking even when she wasn't here, taking care of stuff from home. She had power. She did have power and internet for there, so appreciate that being taken care of. Just we all pull together. We'll get through this, and with a minimum amount of inconvenience. And like I said, I wish I could turn on the power. Wish I had some special magic wand, but well, I don't have a number to call FP&L on other than what everyone else does, and we've reported it. And hopefully, like I said, I saw on the outages that only 190 people were without power. Well, if it's 190 people, I can guarantee you half of them were in here. So I don't think that was accurate. That the total amount of people in Ancient Oaks without, or excuse me, total amount of people in Okeechobee was only 190 people. All right, thank you, Debbie. Um, yep, we're here taking care of stuff, so as much as we can. And we got 40 people that are on, looks like, and taking care of it. Um, like I said, those people that we can contact about damage, we will. And if you have a friend that can take that's in the park and is willing to check it for you, uh, sometimes that might be a quicker way because it's everything that comes to the office, uh, we have to go down a list. So anyway, but we will take care of it, get to it. But if you have a friend that you could call also that's in here, and then of course if you have already checked on the place and notified them, if you can somehow let the office know, just with even with a piece of paper saying that who you've already contacted, like I said, instead of not seeing you that you contacted them and that. So, uh, Pat, I'll have to talk to you in a bit. I didn't shut my phone off, but at least this way I know people know the reason why they can't get a hold of me. Okay, um, there we go. And use the Facebook page. Sometimes the comments don't come through, and our Facebook doesn't always because they use their algorithm, and when you go look at it, they just say most relevant comments. And how in the world do they know what's most relevant to the people? So I don't know what they use for their how how they check on that. So it's not the best way, but if you know somebody, you can message them through Messenger or texting and that. So she's gonna have to wait just a minute. I don't know if you could hear my phone ringing, but there we go. I'll call him back. Uh, I'll wait just a minute or two here for questions. Other than that, I need to get back at it and already got two phone calls I have to reply to and take care of it. You know what? I haven't been down to the marina, Brian, but from what I've heard, uh, no problem down there. Uh, I did not have everybody. We had three. I think there was three boats that were still down there, and any other hurricanes. Make sure you got a hurricane coming. Make sure you get your boat out of the marina because I think one got loose and did have to be pulled back in. But as far as I know, no problems with the docks. Everything, the winds weren't that hard down there. So, and yeah, okay. Then he says the marina looks good. Okay. Um, like once again, appreciate all the help that everybody's been doing and everybody pulling together and uh, helping and taking care of other people. And there'll be some stuff to do. Uh, Also, try to make sure for insurance purposes you take plenty of pictures of any of your damage. If we have to do that for you, we'll try our best to get that done. But once again, email might be the best way because the emails I can print off and I'll have a piece of paper sitting here that I can check through that make sure that I don't forget anything and that. So email manager. Let's see, and throw that banner up real quick. There's the email again. My email to get a hold of me. Those 99.9% of the time do come through, and I can, like I said, I can print them off and have it so that we have a list here of things that are done. Okay, thank you. Seen that. That's pretty much it. Go back to the comments. Make sure this shows one more comment there. Uh, Terry's asking for the luncheon. I'll bring that graphic up again. Oh, let me take the banner off. Okay. Sign up for the Brunswick stew with cornbread muffins for next Thursday. Sign up sheet is in the clubhouse. And make sure to go back to comments. Sign up. Sign up by Tuesday in the clubhouse for the Brunswick stew. That way they know how much to have on hand so they don't waste any money with the food. 11 to 12:30. Yep, it says on there 11 to 12:30. Here we go. So hopefully you've gotten everything mentioned that needs to be mentioned. And everybody asked me to mention. Um, so close out that part. Sign off with live long and prosper. Take care. Be safe. And we love you all. And see you on the next one.